Hi guys, it's Jess from Honest Fiction, and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm doing a challenge video. I selected 15 of my absolute favorite romance novels, and I'm gonna have to decide which ones I want to reread, rewrite, or burn. Alright guys, so how this is going to work is I selected 15 of my absolute favorite romance novels. Now I tried to do a good mix of like contemporary, dark, mafia, taboo, motorcycle, and I also tried not to repeat authors. So what I'm going to do is I have all of the books written down in this trusty wine glass, and I'm going to randomly select 3 at a time, and I'm going to have to choose which one I want to reread, rewrite, or burn. So I actually did this video before with fantasy romance, and I will leave that video linked in the cards and in the description. And if you're unfamiliar with my channel, I post new videos every Thursday and Sunday. If you haven't yet, please like and subscribe. You can also hit that notification bell to be notified whenever I post new bookish content. You can also check out my Goodreads and Instagram, both linked down below. With all that out of the way, let's begin. All right, so I'm going to shake up my wine glass. This is actually a gift from my in-laws. It says, "Just a woman who loves books," and then it has my name, and it has books on the back. It's like my favorite wine glass ever. And we're gonna pick our first 3. I'm kind of nervous. I remember doing this with the Fantasy Romance Challenge, and it was really hard. So hopefully this first round will be easy. First up, we have The Confidence of Wildflowers. All right. Let's see what's next. Things We Never Got Over. So we have 2 new releases for the first round so far. Be easy. Let's see. Last up, Praise. All right, this is gonna be tough. Sorry, I have all the books like all over this table. So quick recap of the books. We have Praise. This is a somewhat new release. Really, really good. It's about a guy that like creates this players club, and then he ends up having his son's ex-girlfriend be his submissive. Really fun time. And then we have Things We Never Got Over. This was really good. It's kind of like a rom-com, and it's following this girl that ends up leaving her wedding day to go and talk to her estranged sister. She finds out that she actually is an aunt. She has a niece, and just shenanigans ensue. And then the last one is The Confidence of Wildflowers. I personally absolutely love this, but it does have kind of mixed reviews. It is an age gap romance. Salem and Thayer. Salem's in high school. She starts dating her neighbor who lives across the street, who's a single dad, and I really, really enjoyed it. So this is gonna be so tough. So, oh no, oh no. Darn. Okay, so right off the bat, I think I'm gonna, oh no, I don't know what I wanna do. I think I'm gonna reread The Confidence of Wildflowers. Please don't click out of this video because of this decision. I just really liked the first book. This was really good. I really enjoyed it. And then I'm going to rewrite Praise, but the only reason I'm gonna say that is I want it to be longer, because I could read like another 200 pages of their story. So I would rewrite it just to make it a little bit longer, nothing against the writing. And then I think I might burn Things We Never Got Over by Lucy Score. I did really enjoy it. It was really, really good. It was just somewhat forgettable. Like, it's not a book I feel like I'm gonna pick up over and over again, and the other 2 I definitely will. So I'm sorry, but I think this one's gonna get burned. All right, that was rough. Round 2, another mix. All right, let's see. First up, we have It Ain't Me, Babe by Tillie Cole, right here. And then we have Every Summer After, which I just read. Okay, uh-oh. Let's see. And last up, we have Hooked. All right, so these are all kind of all over the place. Where's Hooked? Here it is. All right, so Hooked is a Peter Pan retelling following Captain Hook, who is trying, or I think his name is James actually in this, and he's trying to get revenge on Peter, who's this guy that's made his life miserable. I think he ended up killing his parents. And one day Wendy, Peter's daughter, walks into a bar that James owns, and he decides he's gonna use Wendy against his father. And it's really spicy, and it's a really good time. It's probably my favorite so far I've read by Emily Mcintire. So good. Then we have Every Summer After. This was super cute. It's just following this girl and boy that they meet when they're 13 years old at the summer cabin, and then every year their romance kind of grows, and then for some reason they end up becoming estranged, and we're kind of finding out why that is. So I really like this. This is really good. And then It Ain't Me Babe is a motorcycle romance by Terry Cole. Super dark, super gritty, involves a cult. It was just a really fun time. I really have to continue with this series. I keep saying I'm going to, and then I keep putting it off. I don't know what I'm gonna do with these. Yeah, so. Uh-oh. I have no idea. Ooh. This is gonna hurt. This is gonna hurt. I think I'm gonna reread It Ain't Me Babe by Tillie Cole. It's so good. It's really good. So yeah, so this is gonna be reread. And then I think, guys, I don't wanna do this. I think I'm gonna rewrite Hooked because I did really like this. Similar to Praise, I think it could have been a little bit longer. And I think we could have developed the relationship between James and Wendy a little bit more in this. And it was really good. Unfortunately, that means I have to burn Every Summer After, which hurts my soul because I did really enjoy this. I think I rated it 4 stars. It was just compared to the other 2 books, I prefer like darker, grittier romance. So that's why, but it was really good. Definitely read it if you haven't read it yet, but I'm gonna burn Every Summer After. All right, so you guys can't see this, but I'm looking at all the books I have left on this table, and I'm getting so worried because they're like my absolute favorite books. Yeah, so this should be very interesting. So first up we have Flock. I knew that was coming, okay. And then It Ends With Us. Oh no, this is gonna be a hard one. Let's see. And No Tomorrow. Wow. This is by far the worst. This is the worst one. Like, I don't know. I don't even know if I can pick. Okay, so It Ends With Us, Coho book, talks a lot about like domestic violence. I loved this book. Absolute favorite Coho book. So It Ends With Us. No Tomorrow is probably gonna be my favorite book I've read this year. It's by Carian Cole, and it's following Piper, who one day when she's out at lunch, she ends up seeing this man playing guitar. She finds out he's homeless, but they still pursue a relationship. And it's really just a relationship spanning like 14 years. And this is so good. It's so hard-hitting, so emotional. But so is this one. So I don't know. And then you have Flock by Cate Stewart, which I love this series. So all 3 of the books in the Ravenhood series is probably like my favorite contemporary romance series. Exodus just like breaks my heart. This is so hard. I don't know. I don't know. Okay. Oh my goodness. These are probably the top 3 books. I don't know how to pick between them. I think if I had to, all right, I know what I'm gonna do. All right, it's gonna hurt. So It Ends With Us, I'm gonna reread. It's perfect. Like I know there are a lot of people that aren't huge fans of Colleen Hoover. Totally okay, I get it. A lot of her stuff is very repetitive. But this book, I loved it. Absolutely loved it. So I'm gonna reread this, which leaves Flock and No Tomorrow. So I am actually going to rewrite No Tomorrow. I think it is beautifully written. It is a wonderful work. I don't think it needed to be quite as long as it was. I feel like there were some little small parts that could have been taken out, and it wouldn't have impacted the story very much. So I'm gonna say rewrite, which means I'm gonna burn Flock, which just feels like blasphemy and it absolutely hurts my soul. I will say only because I love Flock, like I love the first book, it's great, but I feel like all 3 books together is really what like makes it so impactful, like makes it so good. So I'm gonna burn the first book, Flock, and it hurts. It really hurts. Let me know in the comments what you guys would have decided between these 3 books, because I have no idea. All right, so we are down to the final 6. I still can't believe that last round. Like, legit, they were all my favorite books. So let's see. First up, we have Inked in Lies. Okay. And Dark Notes, and Credence. I 100% picked these randomly. It is so funny that like these three came up together because they're not similar, but like they're all dark. Oh, it's gonna be the worst. All right, so Dark Notes is student teacher, age gap, BDSM. It's a girl, she has a very troubled past. She's going to this like very prestigious school to play piano, and then her teacher is this younger, or she has a new teacher, he's this younger guy, immediately takes an interest in her, and it's like their relationship. I love this. I read this in a day. It was so good. I love Pam Godwin, like everything she's written. This is definitely in the top 3. And then Credence is my absolute favorite Penelope Douglas book. So this is following, it's very taboo. It's following this girl that ends up going to live with her estranged step-uncle and his 2 sons, and they all get snowed in together on this mountain, and things happen, and it's so good. So good. So, and last up is Inked in Lies, which is like Nova, and oh my gosh, I forgot her name. It's from the Fallen Men series by Giana Darling, and I know her name, it's not Flower Child, but that's what he calls her. And this is Friends to Lovers, also age gap. I loved it. It's my favorite in the Fallen Men series. So good. Oh no. Okay, so this is another like crazy tough one. I don't want to burn any of these. I really don't want to burn any of these. Help. So I think this is going to be a very controversial opinion. I am going to, I don't know what this says about me. I'm going to reread Credence. I love this book. It's really good. It's like so different from like any other books I've read. Penelope Douglas knows how to write spice well. Certain scenes in this are just chef's kiss. So I think I'm gonna reread Credence. I'm gonna rewrite Dark Notes only because there is a specific scene towards the end where something happens that's very triggering involving an animal, and I would just take that part out of the book. So that is the only thing I would rewrite with Dark Notes. And what that means is I'm going to burn Inked in Lies, which hurts so bad. Like I said, it's my favorite in the Fallen Men series, but those other 2 are just so good. All right, and the last 3, I guess I really don't have to pick out of this because they're sitting in front of me, but just for consistency's sake, we have All Roads Lead Here by Mariana Zapata, Mafia Mistress, which I just finished, so good, and then Be Still My Heart. So, all right, I know which one I'm gonna rewrite, so that's good. So first up, we have All Roads Lead Here by Mariana Zapata, slow burn romance, age gap, grumpy sunshine, it has everything. This was the first Mariana Zapata book I ever read, and it's probably my favorite. And then Mafia Mistress is following this girl that ends up being abducted by like one of the heads of the mafia in Italy, and he wants her to marry his son, but then soon she ends up becoming the head's mistress. And this was really good. I really preferred Mafia Mistress to Mafia Darling, which is why I only have this one and not the other one. But I very much enjoyed this. This was a really good time. And then Be Still My Heart by Emily Mcintire and Sav R. Miller. So this is romantic suspense, and it's just done very, very well. I just love the way this this island is created. It's like the perfect creepy setting, and the romance is amazing. So I really, really enjoyed this. This is also a hard one, but I know which one I'm gonna burn. So I have to decide which one I want to reread and rewrite. So I'm going to reread All Roads Lead Here. This was just good. It was just a good time. Like, I love a slow burn romance, and it was just done so, so well in here. So definitely reread All Roads. I think I'm gonna rewrite Be Still My Heart just because I feel like there were some pacing issues. There were some like lulls that I feel like could have been fixed. It could be a little bit shorter and still feel like the same book. So very minor critique. I still recommend, if you really want a good romantic suspense, checking this one out. And then last up, that means I'm gonna burn Mafia Mistress. And honestly, this is probably the only one that I'm not like super torn up about burning. This was good. I've just read other better Mafia books, but overall still a very good read. All right, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed my reread, rewrite, or burn romance book challenge. Please let me know down in the comments below if you guys would have made any different decisions. It was definitely difficult. So I said this already, but I post new videos every Thursday and Sunday, and if you haven't yet, please like and subscribe. I will see you all next week. Bye.